Right. Sorry. Ooh. Good morning, everyone. Thank you again for joining me. Nice to have you here as always. We are back to Satisfactory today. I have been thinking a little bit more... Not that. There we go. I've been thinking a little bit more about my factory since yesterday, and Jacob brought up some good points about needing to plan ahead. Because I'm just thinking more than anything about how I can realistically stack things on top. And so I think when I start building, I'm going to need a little bit more space than I'd planned for. Which is good. It means that I was doing the good thinking about it. I really need to get some things actually working though. Like, I've got a bunch of these set up and none of them functioning, which is not good. I need to... Let's see here. These two are the only ones that are actually functioning right now, so I'm going to attach some cables to start. We're going to put you up here. Like right about there, I think. Yeah. Just to get things rolling. Don't need that one. That's still powered. And then I need a fabricator coming out of each one. Oh, right. I forgot to start my ads already. They'll start in 15 seconds. It's fine. I'm kind of thinking that it's okay lately to just let things roll as far as the ads go. I, for quite a while, had thought it was a good idea to have that little intro time frame so that anybody that wanted to join wouldn't miss out and any of the pre-roll ads wouldn't miss out on chatting. But I'm feeling more and more lately like that might not be tremendously important. Because when people join, they're going to join, and if the ads have already finished running, great. That may not have made a lot of sense. I'm sorry. I just this morning realized exactly how fat I'm getting, which is not something that I like to see. So I have decided to be on a bit of a diet, and that means I am cutting out coffee for a little bit too, much as I hate to say that for damn sure. But I'm just trying to reduce my calorie intake as much as possible. I have the constant problem of with being unhealthy, I don't actually have a lot of opportunity to like get out and exercise. So the only way to control myself is with just straight up calorie control. Not fun, but necessary. Okay, why don't you have power? That provides a lot of power, but it's not super efficient. Yeah, we're completely out. Okay. So let's put this biomass in for now. And you'll power it for a little while. And that should be long enough that I can get everything else starting to work here. So first up, I'm going to need... Actually, do I have any more of these? Yeah, I got lots. Okay. I'll need to get more concrete soon, to be honest, but for now, this is okay. I am going to kind of fix this. I don't like the way it floats, which I know it doesn't have any impact on the actual function, but it feels weird having floating things. So we're going to do that. You're fine. I can do the 2 meter. Good. And now I need to get the other one working too, I think. Like, realistically, one of the important things I need to do as soon as possible is getting coal power up and running, because constantly having to supply biomass is a giant pain in the buttocks. So, while this is running, I'm not going to deal with that one. I do need some more concrete. The hardest part about these games at the start is prioritizing what needs to happen in order to just get everything off the ground. Because you have so much building, so much expansion, so much optimization that needs to be done. Now, the idea here is if I put not a conveyor belt, one of the escalators up. What's it called? Logistics. Conveyor lifts. I can lift it straight up above these from here, and then I can have a second set of machines from up above, which should help tremendously. The issue with that is that once I get it up there, I'll need to go even higher for the next ones. I guess let's start like this. We'll just build some walls to begin with. I don't need foundations. Here we go, walls. Why do I only have 4-meter walls? Oh no, that's normal. That's normal. Never mind. I'm smart. No, I'm not. Shut up. Okay. So I think I have to go a minimum of that high, otherwise these foundations won't be able to... Yeah. See, it'll cut off the top of those buildings, and I don't want to do that. So we're going to go one more wall tall. We'll go 12-meter walls. Foundations, we're going to build out. We'll say the 2 meters. That'll be fine. Feels a little chunkier, and I like that. And I'm going to need to find a way to put stairs up there, I think. But stairs come later on, so that's not super important at the moment. Grab some of these before it gets over full. I need to get my chainsaw going, is what I need. Whoops. Field research. I mean, this one would be good as well, but it's not tremendously important for the moment. Has the map always been there? I don't remember. But solid biofuel will be a huge improvement. And the chainsaw will be necessary to clear trees. So we're going to work on this. Wait, what was that? Concrete, yeah. And then I'll need a bunch more cables and some more screws. I need to go get some more of that. Some more copper. This is always the grind, right at the start. I need resources, and they're all, like, so far away from each other that I need to be constantly going back and forth to gather enough of them. Now, where did I put that copper? Was it this way? Copper, copper, copper. There we go. Yeah, this way. Oops. I need to take that, not put it. So I am sorry, it's going to be a little bit manual for the moment until I can get everything up and running well. Oops. I realize it's not necessarily fun to watch me just hit the button over and over and over. Unfortunately, I don't really have power to get everything going right yet. So I don't really have a lot of screws. I might be a little bit silly here and go like this. Because if I come put this one here, I should be able to give this power. It doesn't take a lot. There we go. Oh, hello? Hey, Mari. Thank you for the raid. How are you doing? Appreciate you being here. How's your day going? How was your stream? Better than last week, thankfully. Last week was pretty rough, but I can actually, talk again. I can sit up and play games. Doesn't feel like I'm pulling my own teeth out trying to get it working. Thank you for asking. How did your stream go? I saw you playing Phasmophobia again, so of course I'm not stopping in. You know I'm a coward, I'm sorry. Ooh, that's a bright flashlight. Constructor, smelter, constructor, that's what I need. Thanks. Better is absolutely a relative term in my case, but, I'm well enough that I can stream again. I'm not saying this like you should have been there, but you should have heard how awful it was on the days that I tried to stream. I could barely get 2 or 3 words out between coughing fits. I had to work really hard to prove I wasn't dead. What are we building over here? Right. Need more power there and there. Because I need... Yeah. I am fortunately alive, thankfully enough. All right. This one needs an iron rod first. There we go. I am mercifully feeling better. I thought this might have been Void Train at first. I don't know what Void Train is, but it sounds interesting. Can you elaborate on what Void Train is? I'm concerned it might be scary, but I'm also interested because I like mechanical things. It's a survival game on a train. Oh, I am definitely going to have to look that up then, because that sounds cool. But no, this is Satisfactory. I build factories. That's basically the concept of the game. This is a new world that I'm trying to prep for human habitation. So we are building factories to make things run. Yeah! And we are right at the beginning, so much progress to be made yet. I heard you met your goal last month, by the way, and got caked. Am I correct in hearing that? I was a bit sad I missed that. I hope someone clipped it if you did. I bet Eliza had a lot of fun doing it. I watched a video the other day of someone who tried doing that in public. They had an entire cake. They let the friend blow out the candle, and then they went to take the candles off and then throw it in their face, but just completely whiffed it. So it went right past her and hit some random bystander that was walking past behind her. He had nothing to do with it, but he got caked instead. It was hilarious and sad in equal measure. Yeah. But funny nonetheless. How have you been doing though? Anything new and exciting in your life? We haven't had much time to chat since I've been avoiding the scary things. Anything particularly fun or exciting going on? I know for my part, we've hit November, so we're finally in the time period where I can find eggnog at the store again. I am looking forward to getting some of that. I don't understand how eggnog can be a divisive thing. It's delicious, but apparently it can be. Oh, gifted Battlefield 6. Okay. I hope you've seen Megamind, because at this point I want to say, and Helldivers misses you, random citizen. Oh, eggnog is very delicious. If you ever get the chance to try it, especially if you have the chance to make some, it's absolutely fantastic. Oh, good. Good, good. Hopefully you got that reference then, because I thought it was funny. But yeah, eggnog is fantastic. Not necessarily. I mean, you'd have to try a couple to find one that you really like if you're going to buy it. But the concept is it's basically milk with egg and a bunch of spices that's been boiled together. All eggnogs are not created equal, but it's like cinnamon and star anise and just a bunch of stuff. So it's like drinking regular milk, but it's thicker and very, very flavorful. A lot of times for when it's out, people will add in like rum, I think, and make it an alcoholic drink too. But yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. There are some pretty simple recipes for it. I just don't usually have the energy to make them. Some people absolutely hate it, and I think they're weird for that, because I think it's delicious, and I wish we could get it year-round. But it's generally considered a Christmas-type drink, so it really only comes in around around November, December. And then you have to make it yourself if you want it any other time of the year. Oh. If I can find a recipe, I could probably... because there is one that I really liked that I could probably send to you. I don't remember the name of the guy. It's kept in the fridge, so it can be cold. And if you mix it with alcohol, it should probably be cold as well. But when you make it fresh and it's hot, you can put it with hot chocolate, you can drink it straight, and it's very delicious that way too. It's pretty versatile. You just have to be a little careful if you're making it or reheating it, because there is egg in there, so you don't want to go too hot with it. Otherwise, it'll kind of wreck the texture. But you know how, if you've ever had gelato as opposed to regular ice cream, the gelato is kind of creamier and thicker? Same principle with eggnog, is the addition of the egg makes the liquid very smooth and a little heavier, so it mixes very nicely with other drinks. And very, very flavorful, which is my favorite part of it. Unfortunately, because I've been fat lately, I don't think I will be able to have any this year. I need to be on a diet very desperately. Do you have any plans for the day? It's not like I have it every day, but I would have it every day. I have very poor impulse control. I have been treating myself too much. I went out and got myself vodka mud shakes the other day, which are delicious, but very high in calories. So I have been treating myself too much. There we go. Press the button.
Milestone reached.
Whee!
Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum efficiency
Oh,
of
cool.
biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the
Sorry, I gotta
removal
wait
of
for Ada
tougher
to shut
wood
up.
and coral foliage. Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size. Inspirational note: will you be the Fix-It Employee of the Month? You could be if you construct, automate, explore, and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency. This isn't just fun, it's contractually mandated fun, fun, fun.
Anyway, well, that's cool. I'm glad you get to go spend some time with family. He's having a Willow Wonky-esque birthday party, so lots of candy. That sounds like it's going to be a nightmare for you, actually. I can just imagine the sugar high complete with the sugar crash coming up. Hopefully there's a lot of room for the kids to run around. It would be your only saving grace, I imagine. That's fair. Because when they're crashed out, they're sleepy. And sleepiness is helpful. I tell you, I could use a little more sleep during the day recently. Season changes always kind of get to me and make sleeping during the night rough, so I'm so exhausted during the day, I just want naps all the time. I don't have naps, but I want them. Yeah. I'm tremendously thrown off, especially with how dark it gets now early in the day. It's the early night times that are really messing with me. Like 5 o'clock, it's already nighttime. What the heck is going on with that, you know? I keep pressing the wrong button. I need 160 screws and 3 more reinforced iron plates. Well, I mean, that's the nature of the beast. You have to get lunch prepared, but you'll be lurking. Okay, well, thank you very much, Mari. I appreciate your presence. And hopefully we'll get to play some Helldivers or something again soon. Yeah, it was nice chatting with you. I miss getting to hang out with all my friends. In the meantime, as I said, I'm trying to get the... Oh, right. I'm trying to get this up and running, the chainsaw. Because until I can get coal power going, I need a little bit more... biopower. So, more screws and more rods now. The best way that I can do that to get more power is with biofuel logs, which I just unlocked. The issue is, in order to gather everything efficiently, I need the chainsaw to cut down wood. So we're trying really hard to make that happen right now. Get some of those, a couple more screws. I think I should have enough with that. And then I need more wire as well. I'm really hoping to be able to start automating this, but the chainsaw was tremendously necessary. Because once I have it going, like I said, I can finally start looking into more of the... into more production. I can get the power spread out enough that I won't constantly be in need of copper. So we're going to go with more iron rods here. And that should be enough. Good. Chainsaw is ready. Oh, that's not right. I need that one. And I also need some biofuel logs. Biomass. If I make the rest of this, I can make solid biofuel. There we go. I'm going to try and automate this as well pretty soon. I just need, like I said, a little bit more power generation first. That's the biggest part of this. Because in order to get the machines running, I need more power production, and in order for more power production, I need more machines running. It is the constant, never-ending beast that must be fed. Which is the fun part, really. It's the appeal of all the games like Satisfactory and Minecraft and things. So right now, I don't think I need too much more at the moment. Because I don't know how high the biofuel stacks, the solid biofuel. Maybe up to 200 then? Doesn't matter either way, I'm just wondering. I wish there was more to talk about right now, but when I'm just holding down the craft button, it's hard to think of new topics. I made a comment on a YouTube video the other day about how I'm a very stream of consciousness streamer, where I don't really have thought topics that come up, I just run my mouth until everything is good. And I find it true, but it does also sometimes have me short of things to say when I'm stuck in a repetitive task like that. Thankfully, we're all done, so I now need to... Where can we go here? I need to set up a little bit more power to automate that. So, construction... Not the foundations. Production, here we go. The constructor can go here. Good. Oh, I need more reinforced plates. My bad. Also, I shouldn't just put that directly in. I have a chance now, while there's nothing in here, to fix this setup a little bit. So we're going to do that. I'm going to take this off. And I kind of want everything to be a uniform height. So we're going to extend this out. Like I can take the single block foundation here, and then I might actually want it up here as well. Don't need snap mode. I need zoop. There we go. Perfect. Thankfully, I have enough stuff right now that I can start building this in a more uniform fashion. I can actually build enough to accomplish what I want to accomplish. I'm going to get rid of this for the moment. And we'll probably take this out as well. Get rid of this. And was there a support bracket? That doesn't seem to be good. Okay. Control, clear these out. Excellent. And I don't know that I really want these two here. There we go. All right. Good. It's still not perfect because of the drills over there, but I mean, I'm not going to be building directly over top of them, so it should be fine. I'm going to put this one here, and I guess let's start with a 5x5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just make it a nice little square section. Two, three, four. Oops, not there. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And then one more here. I guess I'll go with 7, actually. To be honest. Just make it a rectangle instead, and a very nicely proportioned rectangle at that. Good. And that gives me enough space to go underneath, which is excellent. I am going to have to put a little ramp up, though. For now, let's gather some biomass. Oh, that's a new effect. Cool. Never used to do this before. It's neat. I mean, it might have, and I just didn't have the settings turned on, but either way, I think it's cool now, so we're going to enjoy it. Now, I need the ramp. Let's go 2 meter. I might need the 4 meter, to be honest. Yeah, we'll do the 4 meter. There we go. Stretch you out that way. Stretch you out this way. Perfect. Can I still get at the greenery? I cannot. Okay. There we go. Now the reason I'm doing this is because I do need that initial power generation area. Eventually I'm going to be building coal out this way, coal power, but for right now I need a way to produce a decent amount of power from biomass in general, right? So we need a bunch of bioburners, which thankfully can be automatically fed. It's just a matter of getting everything together. So if this is the last one in the... Oops. Didn't mean for that to happen. If this is the last one in the line, I'm really not sure how big this thing is, to be honest. It looks like it takes up an entire square, an entire foundation block, so that's alright. Put you there, and then put you here. Oh, I need more stuff. Specifically, more copper wire. That's not bad. I can do that. I probably need a little bit more. 60 should be okay, for now at least. Because I do still have some power cables, which is good. All of a sudden I was looking at the cable counter and thinking I was making those instead. It freaked me out a little bit, but we're good. We're alright. No problems here. I feel like I actually want to turn down some of these audio settings. I'll make Ada a little quieter. She can go down to 50%. And then I want the sound effects volume down as well. There we go. That way, I should be able to turn up the bass volume and enjoy some of this creepy alien music. Because it's just nice having background sounds. Okay, that one goes there. This one goes here. You know what? No, it's fine. Part of the difficulty is just setting things up for expansion and efficiency. Because there is a firm limit on how far you can actually put things. So... I need a splitter in order to separate the conveyor belts into these 3 separate sections. Meaning, if I put one of these here, it might work all right. Yeah, that should probably do. So I'll put this here. I want you right in the middle. Good, good. And we'll feed you into these. And because I am a stickler for making this nice, we are not going to connect it directly. There we go. We're putting that support down so I get a nice straight line. Hopefully, did I not get a nice straight line? I did not. Ugh. Okay, we'll try this again. Out of here. Out there. I don't want you to connect. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I think that one's straight now, yes? Yes, good, good. And I'll put you out this way. Am I missing something? Oh, I'm missing iron rods. Okay. That's not the worst. It's okay. I just need to come over here and grab some, because they're already made, thanks to the factory bits I have set up. And now we'll go back up. And I need to establish this. Good. And in there. Okay. And thanks to that, if I come over here... I think I can put another splitter here. Yeah, let's do that. So splitter. I think that's in the center, yes. Looks like it. And now, again, I'll come over here and make this nicely bent. Excellent. Because it should be able to split left and right from here. Which is not perfect, but it's good enough for the moment. It means I'll be able to add one more row in the foreground here and one more row in the background. Which is good. That'll give me lots of power generation. But what I need to do is to ensure that I can still make it by using constructors. So I'm going to need some more reinforced panels. Oh, actually, I should probably get the power running again before I do that so that the machines continue working. I don't need tons of it, but I need a little bit. Let's put this one maybe here. good. Each of these pillars can only support up to 4 connections, so you have to be really careful about how you're actually making things work. Otherwise, you lose the ability to continue the chain. So you're going to go here, and then you're going to go here. Good. That leaves me one more connection. And you should be ready to produce power. So let's put... Can I split this into half? Yeah, split the stack. There we go. 30 megawatts for 15 seconds. Excellent. I'm going to continue and move this back to here, I think. Yeah. Because with this power line, now that this one is maxed out on connections, I can continue with prepping for construction of the biofuel, which is really what the initial setup is for. You have to get your power generating, and it has to be a little bit self-sustaining. So we're going to put a... because these are going to be here, which means this has to come out this way by 1, 2, and then probably a third one as well, because it'll need to split appropriately. Let's get rid of this and this. Foundations, here we go. Do the little shoop-de whoop. Shoop-de sloop. Can I cut down this tree? I hope I can cut down this tree. Yeah, here we go. I like the chainsaw. It's got an AoE on it. It's not huge, but it's pretty good. Heal this, nature. Destroy 1,000 foliage. I'm actually surprised I didn't have that already in my other playthroughs, or attempts at playing through. But I do have a bad habit of giving up partway through, or like losing interest partway through when things become too difficult, or I need to expand my factories and I haven't left myself enough room. So hopefully this will help. Because this is going to need to come out this way. Right? Out to here. Good. That's right. And that'll be fine, because I'll be able to feed into... Let's see... into the splitter that's going to go here, which will then feed into this biomass burner, and this biomass burner, and that one. Yeah, so that's good. We have space for that now. And in this case, what I need to do is set up... not that one. The machines that are going to produce the biomass. So they'll have to be out this way more. The only downside is I haven't really left myself a lot of room to get underneath. I've left a little room, just not a lot. So I may need to find a way around later on. Still not the worst situation, but slightly frustrating. These rocks get in the way a little bit. We're gonna go for foundations. Here we go. Perfect. Oh, I'm out of concrete. That's okay. There's more just down here. Whee! I'll come grab this. Perfect. I am going to need to start making more again, though. I've had to stop it while I was moving things around, which is not great. Alright, let's put a storage container here, I think. Logistics, organization, here we go. Because this one can go right about here. Maybe there. Slightly peeking out the back, slightly peeking out the front. That's the right distance for it. And is it centered? It is. Excellent. Okay. We're going to put this in here. Not quite like that. I still want this nice straight bend. Perfect. Excellent. And I'm not sure if I want to keep this one connected. That'll stop eventually. It'll be fine. Let's go with our first constructors here too. So if I put the foundations over this way, I really only have about a 3x3 for a couple of blocks that way, or a couple of sections that way, and I don't like that. That's not enough room. What if I did an extra row starting from here? It's going to kind of clip into things, which I'm not super happy about. But I could do this one. That would work. I've already taken the berries from this thing. I don't know if they'll ever come back. So let's... I guess we'll just chop this down. There we go. Take that, Mother Nature. Foundation here. Okay. So we're going to sloop this back a little bit. And then if I have this being a 3x3, that should be enough space. I really was just a little bit short of making this nice. So we're going to continue this way. I need to bring this down first. It's in the way. Good. Grab these berries. They'll be necessary. I've never found a way to regrow things, which is kind of concerning. Also, can I not bring down this tree? Yeah, here it is. It was growing out of a rock. It was a little concerning. Okay. Going to need another ramp up. Just so I can actually get back up onto the platform here. And then, let's see. If I have a regular constructor here, this way? this way. Good. And I think you're centered. You are. Excellent. I can set this up to produce the solid biofuel, which can come from either biomass wood or biomass leaves, I think. I'm not sure if it'll actually be able to mix them. I'll have a look. Because I should be able to, hopefully, I guess I'm going to need to go make some more. I should be able to hopefully just mix and match and not have to worry about the inputs, but I may need 2 of those instead. So we're going to see. This will be a really easy test. And it looks like it just becomes regular biomass. Good. Okay. That is perfect, and I'm glad I checked, because that simplifies things quite a bit for me. Because what we're going to do is just put this in here. And now it should be able to output this biomass directly into the generators. Now that one is full already, so let's go one more back with the power. Because this is going to be where the actual production is. Yeah, so we'll move this one over here. Nope, that'll get in the way of that. So one more set of sloops. It's interesting how much this game becomes a process of forethought. Where the better you are at the game, the better it means you are at thinking ahead. Because conceptually, you need to visualize where everything needs to go and how it's going to interact in order to get it all running efficiently. Otherwise, you screw yourself over and then have headaches later. I feel like generally I am the type that screws myself over and gets headaches later, so I'm trying really hard to make sure I'm not doing that here. Part of that I think is a little bit unfair though, because you don't know how far you can actually improve your machines at the start. So you are struggling against a lack of information more than anything else. Don't need foundation. Logistics. Here we go. I need a merger, so I need more cable. Oh, you can go down. There we go. Which means more wire, more copper ingots. I am very close to being able to turn on a lot more of this automation. I am so close to it. We're gonna make like 25 more cables, I guess. Thankfully, this stuff doesn't take a lot of crafting to make. Speaking of making things, I actually saw yesterday something that I've really thought was cool. And people take like 2-liter soda bottles and they'll use their 3D printer to create 3D filament to print more things. And I think that is super entertaining. That's really good recycling, I believe, at least. Because you can use it for whatever you want to do around the house. You don't need to pay for the expensive filament. And all it is a little cutting station basically, so it'll rotate and automatically cut the bottle into pieces as it spins around, and then it feeds those cuts into an extruder, which heats it up and melts it into a round filament. Or maybe it just rounded it out physically, I don't remember. I don't know the full workings. I've never been able to play with a 3D printer before, but it seems like a fun thing to have. It's just so dang expensive that I don't think I will ever actually get one. Okay, let's put you this way, which should get you right in there, yes. And then which way is, I guess every way is in. So we're good that way. Excellent. And now, I wish I had a smart filter, but I don't. Which means I just need to do things by hand. At least for now. So, we're going to put another constructor here, which I think I need more refined sheets for. Yeah. Or not refined sheets, reinforced sheets. So we'll come over here, and I just need to make, I think, 4 more. Because I need 2 constructors? Yeah. So, where are my screws? Here they are. 2, 3... because each one of these takes 6 or 12 screws. Which is okay. It's a little bit more processing than I wanted to do, but we'll manage. $20 should be good. I'll put these out. Because I should have a bunch of plates still. Yeah, I got a good amount of them. Each one of these takes 12, so 12, 24, 36 screws are needed. Good. Oh. We'll make these last 3 plates. Excellent. I need a ladder here is what I need. A ladder, stairs, hypertubes, basically anything. I just don't have any of them quite yet. So we're struggling a little bit. That is the early game in general, though. You need to struggle until you don't. Which, if I said that, I have the feeling Nat would be having a conniption over, because I say that to her a lot when she's playing Outer Wilds. You don't understand until you do. And I think it's a funny way to say that, but she might not agree with me. Do I want to put this here? You know what? I might actually change this a little bit. Because we're going to take this out and put a storage container here instead. Container, here we go. Did it just try and float that? No, I think it's fine. But I can't put it there, so we are going to have to put it a little bit further back here. And then I think right about here is the correct distance. Yep, that's perfectly even on the pathway. So you and you need to come be disassembled again. And then I can put the splitter here. No, merger. Excellent. Put you in the center, make sure you're pretty. Did I put this the wrong way? Oh, I put this the wrong way, I'm dumb. Okay. Am I? No. This goes out. This should also go out, should it not? Why is that not working? Oh, because that was the merger in the wrong way. Right. I knew that. I'm smart. Sure I am. Merger. There we are. Now we're good. Okay. Put that in. Feed this over here. Couple more sloops because I need foundations. That's a ramp. Perfect. Okay. And again, some more production. I need the constructor here. And I need the constructor here. Good. Now you're going to come up this way. And you're going to come up this way. Oh no, I'm out of iron rods again. I am always low on everything, at least at the start. Okay. There we go. And with production filling again, let's get back up to the top. In case you're wondering, the ones down there are kind of a mess right now because they're not in permanent positions. How did this even get here? Solid biofuel. Are you powered already? I guess you are. Okay, cool. And then you're going to be biomass wood. You'll be biomass leaves. You need to come out this way. Perfect. And then I can just put this one right, oh, not that way, down here. Oh, or I could if I had enough copper wire. I'm almost at the point where it's good. Almost. I'm so close. Okay. We'll make like 50 more copper wire. Thankfully, I have a lot of copper in my inventory right now, which means I don't need to keep running back to those handmade drills. Oh, went a little overboard with the copper wire, but that's okay. Still have enough cable for the moment. I'm not going to be worried about that. Good. And now... Right, this is what I was doing. You come over here. And both of you go into here. This one is leaves. And this one should be wood. Excellent. I'll throw this in here as well. Oh, I can't. That's okay. I can put just a regular biomass in here, which I should have a little bit. There we are. Which now feeds into this one, which constructs the biofuel, which will now pump down the lines to fill these machines. And I think these ones are off. I'm pretty sure. Nope, they're all trying to produce power, and I don't need you to do that quite yet. I just want you guys full, because power production, what's the blue line? Max consumption. I'm going to turn a second one on. There we go. That'll be okay for now. I won't flip any breakers doing that. Because what I need at the moment is optimization of power production versus consumption. The machines aren't smart enough to really regulate themselves, so I have to do it manually, which means with all of this fuel going down and getting split between them, I can get a backup from this machine and let those two just keep consuming it. It's the same reason that I've got this here, is eventually when I start putting more machines in, they'll need a little bit more space. Which really, maybe this wasn't my best idea, because it won't be outputting enough. Well, I can always fix it later. I don't need a huge amount of things. Amount of the biofuel. Because it's only going to be necessary until I get coal rolling. Which shouldn't be that far away. I mean, it's going to be a little far away, but not that far away, you know? Gonna put these ones here. Gotta come pick you up. Can't I grind this out too? No, okay. I used to be able to pick up flowers. I think now the only way to get them is this way. No, I can't even pick up flowers that way. Go figure. Oh well. Just two more. I'm gonna put a storage container here. And a storage container here. Perfect. And this one should be wood, and that one should be leaves. Excellent. Not that. Where are my leaves? Here we go. I knew I had a sort button. Okay, good. Now I'm going to go up to this forest area and cut down some of these trees, because that will give me enough power that I won't need to worry about things for a while. I'm hoping enough that this will be the only time I actually have to come out and actually gather biomass like this. I may eventually end up cutting down more trees anyway, just to make space, but that's because I'm a reckless expansionist, and I find that fun. Chainsaw Man, but I don't get an anime. I've never actually watched Chainsaw Man. I know a lot of people like it, but I have not had the chance to look into it yet. It seemed a little weird. Which, I'm not opposed to weird. I have watched some weird things. One of my favorite weird ones recently has been a Reincarnation Story, where the guy gets crushed by a vending machine he's trying to save because he's just a vending machine fanatic. And when he gets reincarnated, he becomes, you guessed it, a vending machine. And somehow he's a sentient vending machine at that. I think it's actually supposed to be getting a second season here too. I should look into that. I was reading the manga for a while, but unfortunately the translation just stopped. They may have run into legal issues, I don't know. The hard part about that is always just finding which publisher is actually running it. And then from there, can I afford it, or will they publish it here? Like, one of my big gripes is I have a favorite light novel series from Korea called Triple F Class Trash Hero. I talk about it a lot because I like it, but unfortunately the publishing company that makes it, or that like has the rights to it, has something against the Western world in general, so they don't release any of their copyrighted material for licensing anywhere. Which means the only way I got to enjoy it was over the internet when it was fan translated. And unfortunately, the sites that were doing that got taken down, so now it's a real struggle to find anywhere to reread it. And it is my favorite series. Like, I've read it 3, maybe 4 times. It's not super long, but it is fun. I enjoy it quite a bit. Maybe one day. Alternatively, I could just go back to trying to learn Korean and then I could read it myself. I had stopped that for a while because I was really just doing it to fill time during Praetorium on Final Fantasy XIV missions. And when I stopped doing that because the Moogle Treasure Trove event ended, I just stopped doing the Duolingo lessons. I would like to get back to it though. I think Korean's a pretty cool language. It was really interesting once I started to actually understand the logic behind the characters, because I know it's a language that by nature was designed by, at least the written language, was designed by someone who had a lot of practice with languages, with the written languages. I've forgotten what the exact term is. Either way, it was pretty cool, and it makes a lot of sense how the writing system is. And I would love to go a little more in depth into it. So would go. Okay. Excellent. Now this one, how full are you? 92? Okay. What's this say? Oh, it's a supported fuel type thing. Cool. Solid biofuel burns only 4 per minute, which is a good rate. I've never seen that button before. It's pretty cool that they give you that information so readily now. Alright. Now, with enough power in hand like this, I can finally start actually expanding the factory a little bit. So, oh, actually, I should get this running as well. Giant might tick thing. I'm thinking I might actually extend this out just a little bit So I can put the next constructor for the limestone just up there. That would probably be a decent idea. Let's take this out. I know that I'm not going to be using this for an incredibly long time because it's just not efficient to have it here. This is a poor quality node, an impure one, meaning it doesn't put out enough limestone to really be super effective. So eventually I will want to change that. I'm going to need a couple more cables. But for now I just need any amount of concrete being made because I am constantly low on concrete. Basically everything requires it. Alright, that should do. We're gonna go... I actually don't like the fact that you're looking like that. And I didn't know these were still here, so let's pick these up. Minor. Special? No, production. Here we go. Perfect. Now you're lined up well. And I can put the constructor like right here-ish. Right, I need more reinforced plates. I knew that. So a couple more screws. And the reinforced plate. Very soon I'll be able to automate that. Very, very soon. Just not quite yet. I am going to put this... Yeah, you're fine being in line like that. I don't think you have power right now, which is fine. I will connect you to probably here, just so that I have a secondary attachment point. Concrete. And I'm going to give you all this backed up limestone. Because... Yes, I am just spaghettiing this. I don't want it in my inventory, and I don't want to have to manually craft it. So I'll just give it to the machine directly and deal with it from there. Now, let's see. I can come over here. And again, this is just kind of temporarily here while I figure things out. Can cut this tree down, hooray. I can't go too far forward either, at least not without going up, because unfortunately these poison gas clouds can't be dealt with. They're just there permanently, which is a massive pain in my buttocks. So let's take these and cut you down too, just so you're not in my way. There we go. And now, where am I? There we go. Let's see here. I'm going to go another 3 taller, or I guess 12 meters up from here. I really need some ladders. Like, desperately starting to need some ladders. Foundations, walls. Here we go. And I need a sloop. Oops. 3. There we go. guess I'll put the 2 meters going forward still as well. I think these are 2 meters as well. Oops, not that one. There we go. So the issue is when I'm trying to make a vertical building, I still need sections for things to go up. And I could technically just have it clipping through the ground, but I don't like doing that. It doesn't look nice. So what I might do is open up a small area, maybe this central section here. That might work. Maybe. Because furnaces will feed out. And then I can lift them straight up. Yeah, let's maybe do that. So if I open this up here, I can use a vertical conveyor belt to bring it up one level. And I think that'll be important because I can stack another set of furnaces up on top, which will let me merge them together right here. So let's do that. I don't think I have stairs. I have a lookout tower. I'm gonna go check my here we go, my hub, and see if there is stairs anywhere. Jump pads, part assembly, resource sink, logistics Mark II. Stackable conveyor pole, conveyor belt Mark II. Huh. Don't have those yet. Okay. So for the moment, I'm going to put a lookout tower right here just to give me some verticality. Which should be like this way. And I'll put you here, probably. Yeah, that'll work. I like that they actually gave the hands a climbing animation too. Okay. So if I put a conveyor merger right here, where's the output? This way. I can stick it in the center. Which should be here-ish. Yes, okay, good. And now if I take a vertical conveyor belt, or conveyor lift, I can set you here, I think. Yes, good. Perfect. And now, next time I need to do this, or next time I need to increase my number of smelters, I can just put another one here. Which will be very nice. And then maybe I'll need to put one up there too. We'll see. We shall see. For now, bring you up as well. And And this is the right height. I need another conveyor merger, because you're going to go that way. Good. Oh yeah, because I can put it there. We're fine. We're okay. Because I should have up to 6 here, which means 30, 60, 90, 180 per minute just with that. Which should be fine. That should be like plenty, I'm pretty sure. Especially if I get Mark II smelters, which I think are a thing. I don't remember exactly. It should be pretty good. Now let's do more foundations. I need my sloop mode, please and thank you. Not down there. Here. Good. And now... both of these are going to be feeding a different thing. And I think this process is 30 per minute. So let's put our... right, I need to actually make more reinforced panels for the constructors. Screws, here we go. $24, $36, $48 for 4 reinforced plates. Excellent. I guess I didn't really need to do those because I took away the 2 constructors from down here, but whatever, we're good. And again, just make it pretty, because I am kind of anal like that whenever I can be. Not always is it possible, but I do like to be when I can. Good. Back up my ladder. Alright. And I don't really want to put too much directly in front of it in case I need to split again. So actually I might have to, because I can keep building out this way for a 3rd lane. So what I'm going to do is, just in case, I'll put a splitter... where? I guess I could maybe run them this way, which would be kind of dumb, though. That is the problem with having things on an edge like this. It's a merger. I'm just trying to figure out a good way to have this working. I do have another floor up I can go yet, so maybe I won't stress too much. I'm just going to put the splitter here. Like that. That'll be good. And then I'll put another... oh, you know what? No, I can't put it here. I'm going to put this up here instead. Yeah, that's a better place for it. And that is still a straight line. Yes, good. Okay. Alright. Now I'm going to put the first constructor in front of it here. Which might not be my best idea. Actually, let me put one more layer here. Not that. Oops. Foundations. Yeah, that'll be okay. I'll put it here. Production, constructor. Make you in the center where you're supposed to be. Good. And now iron plates, how many of these get made per minute? Takes 30 iron per minute. Which I think is exactly what's getting pulled from here, yes? This produces 30 per minute? Okay, good. And how much do these move? 60 per minute? 60 per minute. Okay. Back up we go. Whee! And we're going to throw this in here. And I'm kind of wondering, I might want to actually start my third layer already. So, how much concrete do I have? Not a crap ton. Whee! I forgot I need to go throw the rest of this limestone in here anyway. Get you working. There we go. And now you can start working again as well. And I think I should probably turn on this third generator. Because now I've got a good supply of stuff in here. Production, max consumption is 34. My capacity right now is 60, so I'm still good for now. I'm not going to worry about turning on that third generator quite yet. What I am going to do is bring this power line up, because I can do that. So let's grab you from there and put you right up here. It's actually okay that you're going to be at the corner. That's fine. Actually, you know what? Nothing else is going to be behind this, I think. So we'll put this here instead. Yeah, that'll work. Then you can go up here. Except I'm missing concrete. I knew I was almost out. I did. And I was correct. Hopefully that should be enough production for now. I think that'll output at exactly the right rate. I wish I could ride this up. That'd be fun. A jump pad wouldn't be awful either, but I don't really want to deal with the damage right now, or the excess power consumption. So, let's see. Right, this is what I was doing. I'm going to put you over here. Just prepping. And then you're going to come up this way. And I think you'll be fine if I put you here. Like a little bit off center, but not too bad. Yeah, I might change that. There we go. Just because I like to keep things clean. Excellent. And now... I don't really need to do anything with that at the moment, because this will be outputting at exactly the right rate for the input. 3 per minute. Or 30 per minute, I should say. Which is exactly what that lower furnace is outputting, so that one's fine. And then... how about for this one? Let's see what this one will produce. Production, construction... there we go. Iron rods. Because the iron rods, it'll produce 30 or 15 per minute? Yeah, 15 per minute. Which means I need 2 of these constructors. And just knowing how this works, because this one is a submerger or splitter? It's a merger. So just knowing how this works, I think what I might want to do is probably put you out to the side this way. I might even want to still actually go up a floor now for this one. Let's maybe do that. Yeah, that'll be fine. So I need more walls. We're going to go up here, 12 meters. And then foundations, we're going to go over 3 blocks. Good. I call them blocks because I'm still in Minecraft thinking mode for whatever reason. But 3 squares. I guess they are like a meter by a meter probably. And I'm going to put a splitter right about here. Yeah, right about here. Same place. Where is my splitter? Logistics, here we go. Good. And I'll put you out here. And then you're going to connect. And you're going to come up with a conveyor lift. Yeah. But before I do that, I'm out of concrete again. Oops. A little too far of a drop. This planet's gravity is not the same as Earth, so it's a little bit floaty. Which is great it just also makes it harder to judge exactly how much distance I can fall before taking damage. Up we go. Good. I need to... Where is it? Is that going to be tall enough to get me up is the question, and I kind of don't think so. Alright, second one here. At least until I can get stairs or hypertubes or something. Alright. So this is going to come from... Oops. Where are we? Conveyor lift, there we go. Up to here. Nope. I'm gonna have to go down a little bit. One more over, which means one of these. That should be good. And then I gotta climb so I can get a good angle. And right there. Good. And then the whole reason I did that was so that I could have my other constructor making iron rods up above. So constructor where? There we go. Which, oh, I'm missing cables. Of course I'm missing cables. Ooh. There we go. I'm almost done with needing to do this manually every time. Almost. Because once I get this done, and I've got the iron stuff being made, I can go over and start setting up for the copper stuff. And then once the copper stuff is ready, I don't need to do this manually anymore. And it'll be wonderful. I can just go over and grab stuff. But for now, I need like 25 more cables. 3, 4, 5. Good. Perfect. And back up we go. I know I told Mario earlier that I was feeling better, but my voice is still a little bit sore. Obviously the 2 hours of constant talking doesn't help, but I do notice that I'm still cracking a little bit more than I would like to. Which is good, because I only have about 10 more minutes scheduled for the stream, and then I will be able to take a break, hopefully. Assuming I don't get roped back into being in voice chat on Final Fantasy, or Helldivers, or whatever it might be. I think for now, I'm just going to put you out like this. I don't really need a splitter or merger at this moment for it. So you're also going to be iron rods. Oh, I forgot to connect that. There we go. And then if I put this, I'm going to need to extend this a little bit more. And I need power up here too. So let's do that as well. Gonna put this one here. And then, do you have any more connections? You do. Excellent. Just enough for this. So we're going to put you directly above, right over here. Am I missing... Ugh, I'm missing regular wire. Okay. Back down. One more time. Whee! I'm hoping that by suffering a little bit and making everything manually at the start, I won't have to suffer with reshuffling everything later on. Because shuffling things around is way more work than you would think it is. But because you have to deconstruct in order to avoid spaghetti, because you have to move machines around to make space for more machines, because nothing ever fits when you need it to fit, it becomes a whole intricate, frustrating process sometimes. Okay, grab power from you. Bring you back up here, and right about there. Excellent. Now, what we're going to do is spread the power out here again. Where is the other power line? I can't see, which is unfortunate. How about back here? Nope, still can't see. I'm just going to save myself some effort and frustration and put this here. There we go. Okay. So I can now put this right over here. Perfect. You get power. And now I'll need to extend this a little bit. Okay, we'll do this one and this one. Because I think what I want to do is have this come out one and then rejoin ahead a little bit. I think that'll be a good idea. It'll give me enough space to make it still efficient. So that one there, that one there, that one, that one, this one, this one. Oh, out of concrete again. So let's put a merger. Right about here. Good. And then I'm going to need one more of these, so I'm going to need to go get more concrete. I feel like pretty soon, a lot sooner than I would have liked, I'm going to have to find a better source of concrete. Because I am using a lot, and this is not going to keep up very long. For very long. Up we go. And we'll build another one of these here. And then I need a vertical conveyor lift. Right about there. Good. Gotta go up another floor. Here we go. Oh, no, I can't do it that way. I guess I'll have to go this way instead. Which is okay, just kind of annoying. But I do need to put you here. And then I can put you down. There we go. You really have to just plan out and leave yourself lots of room for intermediate machines that you might not have thought you'd need. That's why I've got this big long stretch up here for extra machines and extra conveyor belt splitting that may need to happen if I bring in a third furnace for each level. It's not necessary quite yet, but it will be sooner rather than later, most likely. Okay. Hey, Waylord, welcome in. How you doing? And I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking. Certainly feeling better than I was last week. That was an awful time. I felt so horrible not being able to do anything the entire week. How's your day going, friend? Arc Raiders. Cool, cool. I have seen quite a few people playing that, honestly. I haven't watched anything of it. I still don't really know much about what it's about. I did, yes. I put the finale up on YouTube already. That was done Sunday last week. So yesterday and today we started up with Satisfactory, which I have been enjoying. It's just getting back into the swing of things that's throwing me off. But yes, Raft is done. I was very happy because I'd never beat the game before. I never realized how close I was to the end. And now I'm trying to make things pretty instead of spaghetti wire in a building game. Which was Jacob's suggestion. I wanted to do either Satisfactory or Dyson Sphere Project. But I've had Satisfactory for longer and never finished it, so it seemed like a fun thing to do. Organizing things like this is always extra satisfying, to be honest. I need another one of these. I didn't spend money on this. I didn't spend money on this, okay? I've had this for years and years and years. I will eventually play Lorelei, I promise. It looks interesting. You know I like the games you recommend. But to be fair, to be fair, I'm also still not done with blueprints. I'll be getting back to that on tomorrow, actually. I've been thinking I would probably do it every, or like 3 days out of the week instead of 5, though. What do you mean I'll never be done with blueprints? I'll get there eventually. I'm getting through it. Just with 2 hours at a time, it's taken a while. Well, thank you. I hope I managed to as well. I think I'm still making good progress with all of the puzzles. I'm pretty sure I am. It's just sometimes, and especially with that last one that we did with the ruminate puzzle. Oh, I needed a break from blueprints after that. I have been complaining about it to everyone and anyone that will hear. But I still think I'm doing okay with the puzzle progress. And I still have a lot of things, a lot of leads that I can follow. So I don't think I'll actually give up on it until I stop having things I can think of or leads I can trace. That's when I'm going to consider blueprints as more or less a dead series, when I have nothing left that I really conceptually can chase down as a lead and I'd just be wandering blindly in the dark. But like, for example, I haven't even built the treasure room yet. The trophy room, which I know there's going to be another clue in there. I just know it. There's a lot of things that I haven't picked up. I still haven't figured out that chess puzzle. So lots of things left to do yet. Don't think I'm done by any means, is what I'm getting at. I do still need to find something to play in the off days in between, though. Or I might just take those as days off, I'm not really sure. But I'm thinking Tuesday and Thursday right now is going to be the off day for blueprints. So I'll play it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I'm just not sure what to fill that space with yet. I'll figure it out as we go. I could always put it to a poll as well, but for now, I'm still focusing on Satisfactory, which actually you have come in right at the end of the stream, so I am going to call it here. But thank you for showing up. I appreciate you being here, as always. It makes me smile that you will take time out of your day to come and spend time with me. You know I am a lonely and bored fellow, so having you here is always great. That being said, let's save the game. I need to find my non-autosave. There we go. And then I think, for my own records, next time I need to finish up with giving these an endpoint for storage. And over here, I also want to get my copper up and running, my copper generation, so that I don't have to keep running back and forth and crafting things by hand. But I've come a long way, just so everyone can see kind of the overview so far. I will go up to this upper level. But I finally have a fully operational first section of ore that's processing into plates and iron rods. I haven't got screw production ready yet, but that is coming. Over here you can see I've got my full platform set up. This is my solid biofuel generation. I split everything that I've gathered into leaves and wood for those 2 chests or containers, which then gets processed into solid biofuel and fed into my generators. And I do have room for 6 more in terms of expansion. So it's coming along nicely. I'm finally able to actually start powering all of these machines that I was building. And although I'm a little high off the ground for now, I do have my 3-story factory getting built right now. and I think it may end up being taller than this as well, but everything is coming apace. We are still very much in the very early game, but yeah, I'm having fun with it. I hope you are as well, and I should realistically put some effort into making a new thumbnail for this series so I can start uploading to YouTube as well. I haven't even made the thumbnail for Tasomachi yet, but I did download it, so I won't lose that file before I can upload it to YouTube. But anyway, those are just things for me to do later. Once again, thank you very much, everyone, for coming out, joining me, hanging out. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe. It helps out a lot. Same thing if you enjoy this kind of long-form content and you want to come hang out with me, by all means, join me on Twitch. I try and stream every day. If there's not a time that works for you, just let me know. You can either leave a message in the YouTube comments, let me know live if you can manage to get here, or, failing both of those, feel free to join the Discord. There should be a link in both Twitch and YouTube bios, so swing by. We've got a great little community going. There's a whole section for like suggestions and feedback, including if there's a better time I could stream for you, that you'd be able to come catch me, or, excuse me, or if you'd like to arrange a time or a game to play with me, either on or off stream, there's sections for that as well. So lots of stuff to do, lots of ways you can hang out, and I hope to hear from everyone soon. Thank you again, and have a wonderful day. I'm going to do one more save just to be safe. Let's see, do I have enough people here to raid? Waylord and Mari is still lurking. Let's see if I have anyone online. Twitch. Oh, wow. Jack and Sailing are both playing big games. You know what? Yeah, I'll raid Sailing. Yeah, see you next time. Thanks again, Waylord. I always appreciate having you here. I hope you're having a good day, a good weekend, and a good time. Raid channel for... Where is Simple Jack? Or Bandito. That's what I was going for. Sailing Bandito. There we go.